Listen, my child, I only need 30 seconds to wake you up. Right at this moment, I am in your presence. You feel like giving up, like nothing will ever change. That's a lie from hell. What happens in the next 30 seconds will ignite a fire in your soul. My dear child, I need you to stop what you are doing right now and pay very close attention to these words. This is not just another message you stumbled upon by accident. This is a divine appointment arranged by heaven itself. Before the sun rose this morning, before you opened your eyes, before you took your first breath today, I was already preparing this moment for you. The angels in heaven have been working through the night, moving pieces into place, clearing obstacles from your path, and making sure that you would be right here, right now, reading these exact words. Something extraordinary is about to happen in your life. I am not talking about a small change or a minor improvement. I am talking about a complete transformation that will shake the very foundation of everything you have known. Your financial situation is about to shift so dramatically that when you look back 6 months from now, you will barely recognize the person you were today. The struggle that has defined your life for so long is coming to an end. The constant worry about money, the sleepless nights wondering how you will pay your bills, the embarrassment of having to say no to your children, the shame of borrowing from friends and family, all of that is about to become a distant memory. I have been watching you for a very long time. I saw you as a child, innocent and full of dreams. I watched those dreams get crushed by the harsh realities of life. I observed as disappointment after disappointment taught you to lower your expectations. I witnessed the moments when you cried alone in your room, too proud to let anyone see your pain. I was there when you worked 2 jobs and still could not make ends meet. I counted every tear that fell from your eyes when you had to choose between paying the electric bill and buying groceries. I felt your heart break when you had to tell your children that there was no money for the things they needed. But I also saw something else. I saw your faith, even when it was as small as a tiny seed. I saw you get down on your knees and pray even when you were not sure anyone was listening. I saw you give your last few dollars to someone who needed it more than you did. I saw you smile at strangers even when your own heart was heavy with sorrow. I saw you encourage others to keep believing even when you yourself were losing hope. I saw you worship me even when everything in your life seemed to be falling apart. And every single one of those moments was recorded in heaven. Every act of faith, every gesture of kindness, every moment of worship, all of it has been accumulating in a heavenly account that is about to be released to you. The wealth that is coming your way is not random luck. It is not a coincidence. It is not something you happen to stumble into. This is a deliberate act of divine intervention. I have personally signed the decree that authorizes this blessing. My signature is on the document that releases abundance into your life. The angels who serve in my throne room have been given specific instructions about you. They know your name. They know your address. They know exactly what you need, and they are being dispatched right now to deliver it. You need to understand that what I am sending is not just enough to get you through another month. I am not interested in temporary solutions. I am not the kind of God who gives you just barely enough to survive. When I bless someone, I bless them abundantly, overflowingly, excessively. I am sending you so much that you will not know what to do with it all. Your bank account will see numbers you have never seen before. Your mailbox will contain checks and letters of approval that will make you weep with joy. Your phone will ring with opportunities that you never applied for. Your email inbox will fill with messages from people wanting to work with you, invest in you, partner with you. But before any of that can happen, you need to shift something in your mind. You have been thinking like a poor person for so long that even when abundance is standing at your door, you might not recognize it. You have been trained by years of lack to expect disappointment. You have built walls around your heart to protect yourself from hoping too much. You have convinced yourself that miracles happen for other people but not for you. All of those mental barriers need to come down right now. I need you to open your mind to the possibility that your entire life is about to change. I need you to believe that the impossible is about to become possible. I need you to trust that what has never happened before in your family is about to happen through you. Think about the generations that came before you. Your grandparents struggled with poverty. Your parents fought against lack their entire lives. Maybe you grew up watching them work themselves to exhaustion and still have nothing to show for it. Maybe you inherited their fear of never having enough. Maybe their limiting beliefs became your limiting beliefs. But I am here to tell you that the generational curse ends today. The pattern stops with you. The cycle is broken. You are the barrier breaker in your family line. You are the one who will look poverty in the face and declare that it has no authority over you or your descendants ever again. The enemy has been fighting you so hard because he knows what I have planned for you. He has thrown obstacle after obstacle in your path because he is terrified of what will happen when you finally break through. He knows that once you experience my supernatural provision, you will never be the same. He knows that once you taste true abundance, you will become dangerous to his kingdom. He knows that a blessed, empowered, financially free child of mine is a threat to everything he has been trying to build. That is why he has been working overtime to keep you discouraged, to keep you doubting, to keep you thinking that change will never come. But his time is up. His schemes have failed. His plans have been overturned. I am stepping into your situation with such force that every demonic assignment against your finances is being cancelled right now. Every curse that was spoken over your money is being reversed. Every hex, every spell, every negative word that was ever said about your future, it is all being nullified by the power of my word. I am speaking blessing over you so loudly that it drowns out every voice that ever spoke limitation over your life. Let me tell you about the angels that are assigned to you. You probably did not know you had angels, but you do. In fact, you have multiple angels who have been with you since the day you were born. Their job is to protect you, guide you, and execute the will of heaven in your life. Right now, at this very moment, those angels are being activated for a special assignment. They are being sent to arrange divine appointments for you. They are going to orchestrate meetings with people who have the power to change your circumstances. They are going to whisper your name in the ears of decision makers. They are going to open doors that have been locked for years. One angel is being sent to the bank where your loan application has been sitting. That angel is going to influence the heart of the loan officer to approve what was previously denied. Another angel is being sent to your workplace or to a company you have never even heard of, and that angel is going to create an opportunity for promotion or employment that will increase your income significantly. Another angel is being sent to someone who owes you money, and that angel is going to remind them of their debt and compel them to pay you back. Another angel is being sent ahead of you to prepare a blessing that you will walk into within the next few days. These angels do not move slowly. They do not get distracted. They do not fail in their missions. When I send an angel to do something, it gets done. Period. So right now, even as you are reading these words, things are happening in the spiritual realm that will manifest in the physical realm very soon. Conversations are taking place about you in offices you have never entered. Your name is being mentioned in boardrooms, in banks, in places of power and influence. People who do not even know you are about to become instruments of your blessing. Now I want to talk to you about something very important. When the money starts coming, when the doors start opening, when the opportunities start flooding in, you are going to be tempted to think that you somehow earned this through your own merit. You are going to be tempted to take credit for what is happening. Please do not do that. Stay humble, stay grateful, stay connected to the source. Remember that every good gift comes from above. Remember that it was my hand that lifted you, my voice that spoke on your behalf, my power that broke through the barriers. When people ask you how your situation changed so quickly, do not shrug it off as luck or hard work. Tell them the truth. Tell them that heaven intervened. Tell them that miracles are real. Tell them that there is a God who cares about the practical needs of his children. Your testimony is going to be powerful, but only if you give credit where credit is due. There are people in your life right now who have lost their faith. They used to believe in miracles, but years of disappointment convinced them that God does not really care about the everyday struggles of ordinary people. When they see what happens to you, when they witness the transformation with their own eyes, their faith is going to be rekindled. But that will only happen if you are bold enough to say, God did this for me, and he can do it for you too. I want you to think about all the times you prayed and felt like your prayers were hitting the ceiling. You wondered if I was even listening. You questioned whether your words were making any difference at all. Let me tell you what was really happening. Every single prayer you ever prayed was heard. Not one word was wasted. Not one tear went unnoticed. I collected them all. I stored them in bottles. I recorded them in books. And I have been waiting for the perfect moment to answer them all at once. That moment is now. You prayed for provision. I am sending it. You prayed for open doors. I am opening them. You prayed for favor. I am pouring it out. You prayed for a breakthrough. I am delivering it. You prayed for peace of mind. I am giving it to you. You prayed for your children to have a better life than you had. I am making it happen. Every single thing you asked for in faith is being released from the storehouse of heaven right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. Now. Some of you have been suffering from depression because of your financial situation. The constant stress has affected your mental health, your physical health, your relationships. You wake up with a heavy weight on your chest. You go to bed with anxiety gnawing at your mind. You have been living in survival mode for so long that you have forgotten what it feels like to actually enjoy life. I am here to tell you that this dark season is ending. The sun is about to break through the clouds. The weight is about to lift. The joy that you thought was gone forever is about to return. When financial pressure is removed, everything changes. Your body will start to heal from the stress-related illnesses that have plagued you. Your mind will clear from the fog of constant worry. Your relationships will improve because you will not be so irritable and short-tempered all the time. You will laugh again. You will play with your children without being distracted by bills. You will enjoy a meal without guilt. You will sleep peacefully through the night. This is not just about money. This is about the restoration of your whole life. I also want to speak to those of you who have been faithful in small things. Maybe you do not have a lot of responsibilities right now. Maybe you feel insignificant in the grand scheme of things. Maybe you think that blessings and miracles are for people who are doing big things for the kingdom. That is not true. I see the person who shows up to work every day and does their job with excellence even though nobody notices. I see the parent who is raising their children in a godly way, even though the culture fights against you. I see the person who remains honest in their business dealings even when dishonesty would be more profitable. I see the person who keeps their word even when it costs them something. All of those small acts of faithfulness add up. They create a foundation of character that can support a large blessing. The reason I am about to bless you in such a significant way is because I have watched you prove yourself trustworthy in small things. Now I can trust you with much. You will not waste what I give you. You will not become arrogant or foolish. You will steward the blessing wisely because you have been trained in the wilderness. The years of lack were not punishment, they were preparation. Let me paint a picture for you of what your life is going to look like very soon. You are going to wake up in the morning without that familiar knot of anxiety in your stomach. You are going to check your bank account and smile instead of cringe. You are going to make plans for the future with confidence instead of fear. You are going to be able to say yes when your children ask for something instead of always having to say no. You are going to be able to give generously to causes you care about. You are going to be able to help family members who are struggling. You are going to be able to take a vacation without guilt. You are going to be able to breathe deeply and freely. Before I go any further, I want you to do something for me. If this message is speaking to your heart, if you feel something stirring in your spirit, I want you to subscribe to this channel right now. Do not put it off. Do not tell yourself you will do it later. Do it now. By subscribing, you are making a decision to stay connected to messages of hope, encouragement, and faith. You are choosing to surround yourself with positive spiritual input. This channel exists to remind you that you are loved, that you are valued, that you have a purpose, and that miracles are still happening. Click that subscribe button and become part of a community that believes in the supernatural power of divine intervention. I want to take a moment to speak directly to those of you who have been carrying secret burdens that nobody knows about. You smile in public, but you cry in private. You encourage others, but your own heart is breaking. You post positive messages on social media, but your reality is filled with fear and uncertainty. I see behind the mask. I know what you are really going through. I know about the collection agencies that call you multiple times a day. I know about the eviction notice you received. I know about the car that was repossessed. I know about the credit cards that are maxed out. I know about the payday loans you took out just to buy food. I know about the utility bills that are overdue. I know about the embarrassment you feel when you have to decline invitations because you cannot afford to go. But I also know something else that you might not know about yourself. I know that you are stronger than you think. I know that you have more resilience than you give yourself credit for. I know that you have survived 100% of your worst days, which means you have a perfect survival rate. I know that the very fact that you are still here, still believing, still hoping, still trying, is a testament to the warrior spirit I placed inside of you. You are not weak. You are not a failure. You are not a victim. You are an overcomer who is in the middle of their overcoming story. Let me tell you something about the enemy's strategy. He does not attack people who are irrelevant. He does not waste his ammunition on targets that do not matter. The fact that you have been under such intense financial attack tells me that you are a significant threat to his kingdom. He knows that once you break free from the chains of poverty, you are going to do damage to his plans. He knows that a financially free believer is a dangerous believer. He knows that when you have resources, you will use them to advance the kingdom of light. That is why he has been fighting so hard to keep you bound. But here is what he did not count on. He did not count on your refusal to give up. He did not count on your stubborn faith that kept believing even when everything looked impossible. He did not count on the prayers you prayed at 3 in the morning when you could not sleep. He did not count on the worship you offered even with tears streaming down your face. He did not count on the seed you planted even when you needed it for yourself. He underestimated you, and now he is about to pay the price for that miscalculation. Now let me continue. I want to talk about the specific ways you are going to see this blessing manifest. For some of you, it will come through an unexpected inheritance. A relative you barely knew or did not know at all is going to leave you something in their will. For others, it will come through a legal settlement. A case you thought was closed is going to be reopened, and you are going to receive compensation that you never expected. For some, it will come through a business opportunity that falls into your lap. Someone with resources and connections is going to believe in your vision and invest in you. For others, it will come through a job offer that pays significantly more than what you make now. You are not even going to have to apply. They are going to find you. For some, it will come through the cancellation of debt. A creditor is going to write off what you owe, or a mysterious payment is going to show up that erases your balance. For others, it will come through a gift from someone who is blessed and feels led to bless you. They will not expect anything in return. They will simply say, "I felt like I was supposed to do this for you." I want to speak now about the supernatural favor that is about to rest on your life. Favor is when you get what you do not deserve, when doors open that should be closed, when people help you for no logical reason, when opportunities come to you that you did not pursue. Favor is the secret weapon of those who belong to me, and I am about to release favor on you in such a concentrated way that it will be undeniable. You are going to walk into rooms and people are going to immediately like you without knowing why. You are going to apply for things and get approved when others with better qualifications get denied. You are going to be in the right place at the right time so many times that it cannot be explained as coincidence. You are going to meet people who will become connectors, opening doors you did not even know existed. Your name is going to come up in conversations among people you have never met, and they are going to decide to bless you. This favor is not based on your resume. It is not based on your education level. It is not based on your connections or your background. This favor comes from the throne room of heaven, and when heaven favors someone, earth has to comply. I am going to cause people who have no reason to help you to become your greatest advocates. I am going to turn enemies into allies. I am going to soften hard hearts toward you. I am going to open mouths that need to speak on your behalf. Think about Joseph in the Bible. He went from prison to palace in one day because of supernatural favor. Think about Esther, who found favor with a king and saved an entire nation. Think about Ruth, who went from poverty and widowhood to wealth and honor because favor rested on her life. Think about Daniel, who was favored in a foreign land and rose to the highest levels of government. These were ordinary people who experienced extraordinary favor, and the same thing is about to happen to you. I want you to understand something profound about the season you are entering. This is not just about financial increase. This is about a complete shift in your spiritual authority and influence. When I bless someone financially, I am also positioning them for greater kingdom impact. Money is a tool of influence. It opens doors, it creates platforms, it gives you a voice in places where you would otherwise be ignored. Think about it. When you were struggling financially, people did not take you seriously. Your ideas were dismissed. Your opinions were overlooked. Your contributions were minimized. But when you walk in blessing, suddenly people listen. Suddenly your words carry weight. Suddenly you have access to rooms and conversations that were previously closed to you. This is not about ego or status. This is about strategic positioning for kingdom purposes. I am about to give you influence in the marketplace, in your community, in your industry. People are going to want to know your secret. They are going to ask you how you did it. They are going to seek your advice. And every one of those conversations is an opportunity to point people back to me. Every question is a chance to share your testimony. Every platform is a pulpit where you can declare my goodness. But with influence comes scrutiny. People are going to watch how you live. They are going to observe how you treat others. They are going to notice whether your character matches your confession. You cannot afford to be careless anymore. You cannot afford to compromise your integrity. You cannot afford to live one way in public and another way in private. Your life has to be consistent, authentic, and honoring to me in every area. I am also raising you up to be a voice of hope for those who are still in the struggle. When you break through, do not forget where you came from. Do not become disconnected from the pain of poverty. Do not lose your compassion for people who are hurting financially. Instead, let your breakthrough become a beacon of hope. Let your testimony be a lifeline for someone who is about to give up. Let your story be the proof they need that miracles are still real. You are about to become a living example of what I can do when someone trusts me completely. Your life is going to be a sermon that preaches louder than any words. People will look at you and say, if God did it for them, maybe He can do it for me too. And that is exactly what I want. I want your breakthrough to inspire breakthrough in others. I want your blessing to create faith in the hearts of people who have stopped believing. You are not just being blessed for yourself. You are being blessed so that others can see my glory displayed in your life. But favor requires something from you. It requires humility. You cannot walk in favor and be arrogant. You cannot receive supernatural help and then act like you did it all yourself. Favor is attracted to humility and repelled by pride. So as the blessings come, as the doors open, as the opportunities multiply, keep your heart humble. Remember where you came from. Remember what I brought you through. Remember that without me, you can do nothing, but with me, all things are possible. There is also something I need to warn you about. When favor lifts you up, jealousy will try to pull you down. Not everyone will celebrate your breakthrough. Some people will be genuinely happy for you, but others will secretly resent you. They will question whether you really deserve what you are receiving. They will look for reasons to discredit your blessing. They will spread rumors or make negative comments. Do not let this surprise you or hurt you. It is par for the course when you are walking in divine favor. The method may vary, but the result will be the same. You are going to have more than enough. You are going to move from barely getting by to living in abundance. And here is the beautiful part. You are not going to become one of those people who gets money and then forgets where it came from. You are not going to become selfish or greedy. You are going to be a conduit of blessing to others. The more you receive, the more you will give. The more you are blessed, the more you will bless others. This is how my kingdom works. I bless my children so they can be a blessing. I want to address something that might be going on in your mind right now. You might be thinking, this sounds too good to be true. I have heard promises like this before and nothing happened. Why should I believe this time will be different? That is a fair question, and I am going to answer it honestly. The reason this time is different is because this is your appointed time. In the spiritual realm, there are seasons and times for everything. There is a time to plant and a time to harvest. There is a time to wait and a time to receive. You have been in the planting and waiting season for a long time. But now you are entering the harvest and receiving season. It is like a pregnant woman who has been carrying a baby for 9 months. For 9 months, she felt the weight, the discomfort, the waiting. But when the time comes, the baby is born. She cannot stop it even if she wanted to. It is time. That is where you are right now. The fullness of time has come. The gestation period is over. The birth is happening. You cannot stop this blessing even if you tried. It is ordained by heaven, and what heaven ordains cannot be cancelled by earth. Let me tell you about some specific financial miracles you are going to experience. That medical bill you thought you would be paying off for the rest of your life, it is going to be resolved. That car that keeps breaking down and costing you money you do not have, you are going to get a reliable vehicle. That apartment or house you are living in that is too small and in a bad neighborhood, You are going to move to a place that is safe, spacious, and comfortable. That education you wanted for yourself or your children but could not afford, the money for it is coming. Those dreams you had to put on hold because there was no money to pursue them, you are going to dust them off and bring them to life. That business idea you have been carrying in your heart for years, you are going to have the capital to launch it. That mission trip or ministry work you felt called to do, the funding is being released. Every single thing that money was blocking is about to be unblocked. Every door that was closed because of lack is about to swing wide open because of abundance. And here is something that is going to shock you. The blessing is not going to come with the stress and struggle you are used to. In the past, when you got a little extra money, it always came with strings attached or extra work or some kind of complication. But this blessing is going to come with ease. It is going to flow to you smoothly, naturally, effortlessly. You are going to receive and wonder why it feels so simple. That is because when God does it, it does not have the same weight as when humans do it. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. My blessings do not come with sorrow attached. I want you to start preparing to receive. I know that sounds strange. How do you prepare for something you cannot see yet? Let me tell you, you prepare by cleaning out the clutter in your mind. Stop rehearsing all the reasons why good things do not happen to you. Stop telling yourself the story of your poverty. Stop agreeing with the narrative of lack. Instead, start speaking abundance. Start seeing yourself as blessed. Start thanking me for what is coming before it even arrives. This is called faith, and faith is the key that unlocks the door to miracles. You also prepare by forgiving those who hurt you financially. Maybe someone borrowed money and never paid you back. Maybe a business partner cheated you. Maybe an employer took advantage of you. Maybe a family member stole from you. You have been holding on to bitterness and resentment, and that unforgiveness is actually blocking your blessing. I need you to let it go. Release them. Forgive them, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Let it go so the blessing can flow. Another way to prepare is by cleaning out your physical space. Get rid of things you do not need. Organize your home. Make room for the new things that are coming. This might sound silly, but there is spiritual significance to this. When you make physical space, you are declaring that you believe something new is coming. You are acting on faith. And when you act on faith, heaven responds. Now let me tell you what is happening in the spiritual realm right now while you are reading this. The angels that were assigned to guard you are being joined by additional angels. These new angels are specialists in financial breakthrough. They know how to move money from where it is to where it needs to be, which is in your hands. They are experts at opening doors in the natural realm. They have connections in both heaven and earth, and they are being activated right now on your behalf. There is also a courtroom scene happening in heaven. The accuser, the enemy, has been standing before the throne bringing charges against you. He has been pointing out every mistake you ever made, every sin you ever committed, every time you fell short. He has been arguing that you do not deserve blessing, but there is an advocate, a defender who is standing on your behalf. This advocate has already paid the price for every single one of your mistakes. He has already covered every sin with his blood, and he is declaring right now in front of the throne that you are forgiven, you are cleansed, you are righteous, and you are entitled to every blessing that was purchased for you. The judge of all the earth is listening to both sides, but the verdict has already been decided. The gavel is coming down in your favor. The case is closed. The accusations are dismissed. The blessing is approved. The order has been given. The angels are being dispatched. The miracle is in motion. There is nothing that can stop it now. No appeal will be heard. No delay will be granted. It is done. Some of you are going to receive your breakthrough in a way that makes absolutely no sense to the natural mind. The logic will not add up. The math will not work. It will defy explanation. And that is exactly how you will know it was me. When God does something, it is usually impossible to explain it using human reasoning. That is the point. I want you to know beyond any shadow of doubt that this was not your doing. This was my doing. I want your faith to be strengthened so much that you will never doubt me again. Think about the biblical stories of provision. When I fed 5,000 people with a little boy's lunch, that did not make sense. When I turned water into wine, that violated the laws of nature. When I made an axe head float, that defied physics. When I provided manna from heaven that had no earthly source. When I made oil and flour multiply for a widow, that was mathematically impossible. I am the God of the impossible, and I am about to do something impossible for you. The people around you are going to be shocked. They know your situation. They know what you have been going through. They know that there is no logical way for you to go from where you are to where you are about to be. And when they see it happen, they are going to have only two choices. They can either acknowledge that God is real and that miracles still happen, or they can become bitter and jealous. Pray for those who choose bitterness. Do not let their negativity steal your joy. You cannot control how people respond to your blessing. You can only control how you steward it. Let me talk about stewardship for a moment. When money comes into your hands, you have to be wise about it. Do not go crazy and spend it all on foolish things. Yes, enjoy some of it, bless yourself, buy something nice, take a trip, celebrate, you deserve it. But also be smart, pay off debt, save some, invest some, give some, create a financial plan, get advice from people who know how to manage money. The goal is not just to receive the blessing, but to keep it and multiply it. I am giving you this abundance not just so you can live comfortably, but so you can fund the work of my kingdom. There are ministries that need support. There are missionaries who need funding. There are churches that need resources. There are hungry people who need food. There are homeless people who need shelter. There are orphans who need care. There are widows who need help. And I am raising up people like you who will have the heart and the resources to meet those needs. You are going to become a giver, a generous, joyful, sacrificial giver. And when you give, I am going to multiply it back to you. That is my promise. Give and it shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. You cannot outgive me. The more you give, the more I will give you to give. It becomes a beautiful cycle of blessing flowing in and blessing flowing out. And in that cycle, you will find a joy and a purpose that money alone could never provide. Now let me address something that many people do not talk about: the responsibility that comes with answered prayer. You have been praying for this blessing for a long time, but are you ready for what comes with it? Blessing always comes with responsibility. Increase always comes with greater accountability. More resources mean more decisions to make. Greater influence means greater impact, for good or for bad. I am trusting you with this wealth because I know your heart. I know that you will not hoard it selfishly. I know that you will not waste it on meaningless things. I know that you will use it to make a difference. But you are going to need wisdom. You are going to need discernment. You are going to need to surround yourself with wise counselors who can help you navigate this new season. One of the first things you need to do when the money comes is to sit down and make a plan. Do not touch it impulsively. Take a breath, pray, seek wisdom. Write down your debts in order of priority. Decide what percentage you will give, what percentage you will save, what percentage you will invest, and what percentage you will use for living expenses and enjoyment. A blessing without a plan becomes a mess, but a blessing with a plan becomes a legacy. I also want to talk to you about the power of generosity. When you give, you are not just helping the person or organization you are giving to. You are also doing something powerful in the spiritual realm. You are declaring that you trust me as your source. You are breaking the spirit of greed and selfishness. You are creating a flow rather than a dam. Money is like water, it is meant to flow. When it flows, it brings life everywhere it goes. When it is dammed up and hoarded, it becomes stagnant. I want you to become known as a generous person. Not in a showy way where you give to be seen by others, but in a genuine way where you give because you genuinely care. There is a widow somewhere who needs help with her rent. There is a single mother who cannot afford school supplies for her children. There is a young person with a dream but no resources to pursue it. There is a ministry doing good work but struggling financially. You are going to be the answer to their prayers, just like I am being the answer to yours. And here is the beautiful mystery of generosity. The more you give away, the more comes back to you. Not because you are giving in order to get, but because giving opens a channel for blessing that cannot be opened any other way. It is a spiritual law. Give and it shall be given. Sow and you shall reap. Pour out and it shall be poured back. You cannot beat this system. You cannot outgive the God who owns everything. I also want to speak about the emotional healing that is coming with this financial breakthrough. For years you have felt like a failure. You have been ashamed of your situation. You have avoided certain people because you did not want them to see how you were struggling. You have made excuses to skip events because you could not afford to participate. You have felt less than, unworthy, embarrassed. All of that shame is being washed away. When this blessing manifests, you are going to hold your head high again. You are going to walk with confidence. You are going to smile without forcing it. You are going to feel like yourself again, maybe for the first time in years. The people who looked down on you are going to see you differently. The ones who pitied you are going to respect you. The ones who dismissed you are going to take you seriously. But here is the thing, their opinions never mattered anyway. What matters is how I see you, and I have always seen you as valuable, as worthy, as precious. My opinion of you has never changed based on the amount of money in your bank account. I loved you when you had nothing, and I love you now. The blessing does not make you more valuable. It just reveals to the world what I have always known: you are somebody special. I want to speak specifically to those of you who have been believing for this breakthrough, not just for yourselves, but for your families. You have parents who sacrificed everything to give you a better life, and you want to bless them in their old age. You have siblings who are struggling, and you want to be able to help them. You have children who deserve opportunities you never had, and you want to provide for them. This blessing is not just for you. It is for your entire family line. You are going to be able to do things for your family that will make them weep with gratitude. Your mother, who worked 3 jobs to keep food on the table, is going to be able to retire comfortably. Your father, who drove an old broken-down car for years, is going to get a reliable vehicle. Your children are going to get the education, the experiences, and the opportunities that will set them up for success. Your siblings are going to receive help in their time of need. You are going to become the blessing distributor in your family. But let me warn you about something. When you come into money, people will come out of the woodwork asking for help. Some will have legitimate needs. Others will try to take advantage of your kindness. You need to learn to discern between the two. You need to learn to say yes when I tell you to say yes, and no when I tell you to say no. Not every request for help is a divine assignment. Some people need to learn lessons through their struggles, and if you rescue them prematurely, you will actually harm them in the long run. Pray before you give. Ask me for wisdom. I will tell you who to help and how much to give. I will also tell you when to hold back. And when you have to say no to someone, do not feel guilty about it. You are not responsible for meeting every need in the world. You are only responsible for being obedient to my leading. There will be times when I tell you to give sacrificially, and there will be times when I tell you to protect your resources. Both are acts of obedience. I also want to prepare you for the warfare that sometimes comes with breakthrough. The enemy is not going to be happy about your financial freedom. He is going to try to create conflict in your relationships. He is going to try to make you doubt whether the blessing is really from me. He is going to try to tempt you with bad investments or foolish decisions. He is going to whisper that you do not deserve this, that it is going to be taken away, that you should spend it all now before you lose it. Do not listen to those lies. There are children watching you. Maybe they are your own children, or maybe they are nieces, nephews, younger siblings, or kids in your community. They have been watching how you handle hardship. They have been learning from your response to difficulty. And when they see you break through, when they witness the miracle, it is going to shape their entire worldview. They are going to learn that faith is not just talk. They are going to see that perseverance pays off. They are going to understand that God is real and that He takes care of His people. Your breakthrough is going to be a living lesson for the next generation. Let me tell you about the generational wealth you are about to establish. For too long, your family has operated in a cycle of poverty. Each generation struggled, worked hard, but never quite broke through to the other side. The pattern has been repeating itself for decades, maybe even centuries. But that pattern is being shattered right now. You are not just receiving a blessing for yourself. You are establishing a foundation that will benefit your children, your grandchildren, and generations you will never meet. This is bigger than you. This is about breaking a curse and establishing a blessing that will flow through your family line for years to come. Your great-great-grandchildren will benefit from the decision you are making right now to believe, to receive, and to steward this blessing wisely. They will grow up in a different reality than you did. They will not know the poverty you knew. They will not experience the lack you experienced. They will have opportunities, education, resources, and advantages that will position them for extraordinary success. But generational wealth is not just about money. It is about values, wisdom, faith, and character. The money you receive is just the tool. What matters more is the mindset you pass down. You need to teach your children how to think like wealthy people, not like poor people. You need to teach them about giving, saving, investing, and wise stewardship. You need to teach them that money is a tool, not a god. You need to teach them that with great blessing comes great responsibility. Sit your children down and tell them your story. Tell them about the struggles you faced. Tell them how you prayed and believed even when nothing made sense. Tell them how God showed up and turned everything around. Let them understand that this blessing did not come from luck or from your own strength. It came from heaven. It came because of faith. It came because of obedience. And it came with a purpose bigger than just making your life comfortable. I want your children to grow up understanding that they serve a God who provides, who cares, who intervenes, who works miracles. I want them to have a strong foundation of faith that cannot be shaken by the storms of life. I want them to know that they come from a line of believers, overcomers, and breakthroughs. This knowledge will shape their identity. It will give them confidence. It will anchor them when they face their own challenges. You are also going to need to teach your children about the dangers of wealth. Money can corrupt. It can make people arrogant, selfish, and disconnected from reality. It can create a sense of entitlement. It can destroy relationships. It can lead people away from me. Your job is to make sure that does not happen in your family. Raise your children to be humble, generous, compassionate, and grounded in faith regardless of how much money they have. I want to remind you of something crucial. This blessing is not the end goal, it is a tool. Money is not the point. Money is a means to an end. The point is relationship with me. The point is living out your purpose. The point is making a difference in the world. The money is just the fuel that allows you to do what you were created to do. So when it comes, do not worship it. Do not make an idol out of it. Use it. Enjoy it. Be grateful for it. But keep your eyes on me. Keep your heart connected to mine, because I am the source, and as long as you stay connected to the source, the supply will never run out. Some of you have been so focused on what you lack that you have failed to see what you already have. You have breath in your lungs, you have a sound mind, you have people who love you, you have skills and talents, you have experiences that have made you stronger, you have survived things that would have destroyed other people. You have so much to be grateful for right now, even before the financial blessing arrives. And gratitude is actually a magnet for more blessings. The more grateful you are for what you have, the more I will give you to be grateful for. So start thanking me now. Thank me for the food you ate today. Thank me for the bed you slept in last night. Thank me for the clothes on your body. Thank me for the people in your life. Thank me for your health. Thank me for your strength. Thank me for your faith. And then thank me for what is coming. Thank me in advance for the breakthrough. Thank me ahead of time for the blessing. Thank me before you see it with your eyes, because you see it with your spirit. This is called the sacrifice of praise, and it is one of the most powerful things you can do. I want to talk to you about the power of declaration. Words are not just sounds that come out of your mouth. Words are creative forces. In the beginning, I spoke and the universe came into existence. Light, land, sky, seas, vegetation, animals, humanity, all of it came into being because I spoke. And you are made in my image, which means your words also carry creative power. What you consistently speak over your life will eventually manifest in your life. For too long, you have been speaking defeat. You have been saying things like, I will never get ahead. I am always going to be broke. Nothing good ever happens to me. I am cursed when it comes to money. Every time you speak those words, you are actually creating that reality. You are building walls around yourself. You are limiting what I can do in your life. Your own mouth has become your greatest enemy. But starting today, I need you to change your vocabulary. I need you to start speaking life, blessing, abundance, and breakthrough. Even if you do not feel it yet, speak it. Even if you do not see it yet, declare it. Even if your circumstances have not changed yet, announce the change with your words. Say things like, I am blessed and highly favored. Money flows to me easily and abundantly. I am debt-free. I am a generous giver. Opportunities are opening up for me. Divine favor rests on my life. I am walking in supernatural provision. When you speak these declarations, you are not lying or pretending. You are prophesying your future. You are calling those things that do not exist as though they already do. This is the language of faith. This is how believers operate. We do not just look at what is, we speak what will be. We do not just accept current circumstances. We declare the future reality that heaven has already established. I want you to make this a daily practice. Every morning when you wake up, before you check your phone, before you worry about your problems, before you do anything else, spend 5 minutes speaking declarations over your life. Stand in front of a mirror if you need to. Look yourself in the eye and speak truth, not feelings. Speak promise, not problems. Speak faith, not fear. This is going to feel strange at first, especially if you are not used to doing it. But stick with it. Make it a habit. Because what you are doing is reprogramming your mind and realigning your spirit with heaven's reality. The Bible says that life and death are in the power of the tongue. That means you can literally speak life into your dead situation or speak death into your living situation. You get to choose. Your words are either building a bridge to your miracle or building a wall that blocks it. Your words are either attracting blessing or repelling it. Your words are either empowering heaven's intervention or limiting it. I also want you to understand that your words affect not just your own life, but the lives of others around you. When you speak blessing over your children, you are shaping their future. When you speak encouragement over your spouse, you are strengthening your relationship. When you speak hope over your friends, you are becoming an instrument of my love. But when you speak curses, criticism, or negativity, you are becoming an instrument of destruction. Be careful with your words. Use them to build, not to tear down. Let me tell you about the timing of this blessing. Some of you are going to see immediate results. Within days, something is going to shift. A check will arrive. A phone call will come. An opportunity will present itself. For others, it might take a few weeks. You will see signs and confirmations along the way, little indicators that the miracle is in motion. And for some, it might be a couple of months before the fullness of it manifests. But regardless of the timeline, it is coming. Do not let impatience cause you to doubt. Do not let delay make you think I forgot about you. I have not forgotten. The timing is perfect. Even if you do not understand it yet, there is a reason for the timing. Maybe there are things in your life that need to be aligned first. Maybe there are lessons you need to learn. Maybe there are people I need to remove or bring into your life. Maybe there are doors I need to close before I can open the right ones. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust me. I know what I am doing, and I am working everything together for your good. Before I release you into your new season, I need to give you some final instructions that will determine how long you stay in this blessing. Many people receive a miracle and then lose it because they do not know how to maintain it. They get excited, they celebrate, and then they go back to their old ways of thinking and behaving. Do not let that be you. This blessing is not just a one-time event, it is the beginning of a lifestyle. But that lifestyle requires certain disciplines and commitments. First, commit to staying connected to me. Do not let the blessing replace me. Do not let the money become your God. Do not become so busy enjoying the provision that you forget about the provider. I have seen it happen too many times. People pray desperately when they are in need, but when the need is met, the prayers stop. They seek me diligently when they are struggling, but when they are comfortable, they forget about me. Do not be that person. Make a decision right now that no matter how blessed you become, you will always prioritize your relationship with me. Second, commit to staying grateful. Gratitude is what keeps the channel of blessing open. When you become entitled, when you start taking things for granted, when you forget to say thank you, the flow begins to slow down. But when you maintain an attitude of gratitude, when you acknowledge that every good thing comes from above, when you remain humble and thankful, the blessing continues to multiply. Third, commit to staying generous. The moment you start hoarding, the moment you become stingy, the moment you close your hand to those in need, you have violated the purpose of the blessing. I did not bless you so you could build bigger barns and store everything for yourself. I blessed you so you could be a blessing. Keep your hand open. Keep your heart soft. Keep your eyes attentive to the needs around you. Fourth, commit to staying wise. Get financial education. Read books about money management. Talk to people who have successfully managed wealth. Do not make decisions based on emotion or impulse. Think long-term. Plan strategically. Protect your assets. Build multiple streams of income. Create systems that will sustain your wealth even when you are not actively working. And finally, commit to staying humble. Success can go to your head if you are not careful. Wealth can make you think you are better than others. Blessing can create a sense of superiority. Fight against that tendency with everything in you. Remember that you did not earn this. You did not deserve this. This was grace, pure grace. And the same God who lifted you up can humble you if you become proud. Stay grounded, stay teachable. Stay kind to everyone regardless of their status or position. If you will commit to these 5 things, staying connected, staying grateful, staying generous, staying wise, and staying humble, then this blessing will not be temporary. It will become permanent. It will grow. It will multiply. And it will continue not just for your lifetime, but for generations to come. I want to close this message by painting one final picture for you. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. All the bills are paid, the debt is gone. Your children are thriving. Your marriage or relationships are stronger because financial stress is no longer weighing you down. You are sleeping peacefully. You are waking up with energy and hope. You are giving generously. You are living purposefully. You are free, truly, completely, joyfully free. That is not fantasy. That is your future. That is where you are headed. And the journey begins right now. My precious, beloved child, I am placing my hand on your head right now through these words. I am speaking blessing over you with a voice that shakes the foundations of heaven and earth. I am declaring that you are mine, that you are chosen, that you are favored, that you are destined for greatness. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No curse spoken over you shall stand. No door closed to you shall remain shut. I am opening the floodgates of heaven over your life, and blessing is pouring out like a mighty river. It is washing away every trace of poverty, every memory of lack, every shadow of shame. You are stepping into abundance. You are walking into overflow. You are entering into the fullness of everything I have prepared for you. The struggle ends now. The blessing begins today. This is your moment. This is your miracle. This is your divine destiny unfolding before your very eyes. Receive it with open hands and a grateful heart. Dance in the rain of blessing that is falling on you right now. Lift your voice in praise for what you are about to experience, and know beyond any doubt that I am with you, I am for you, and I am making all things new in your life. Your best days are not behind you. They are ahead of you, and they start right now. Welcome to your new life of supernatural abundance, unwavering peace, and unstoppable joy. It is yours, it is here, it is now. Amen and amen and amen.